At Gatwick Airport in London. I'm currently in the Premier Inn. I stayed in a Premier Plus room last night across from the North Terminal. You can check that out in my pre-travel day vlog. But today we are off to Florida. And when I say we, I actually mean you guys and me, because I'm flying solo today. I'm flying with British Airways in the premium economy cabin. So I thought I would take you guys along with me and share the journey and the experience. I actually got an email from British Airways overnight saying that the flight is going to be very busy, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the check-in process goes, security, the flight, all of the above, and I am so excited. I do fly pretty regularly with British Airways, but I tend to be in various different cabins. If I'm lucky enough and have lots of miles, I'll fly in the Club World cabin. Today I paid cash for this booking and I'm flying premium economy, but other times, depending on the upgrade price, I will also fly economy. So I think the question that I always ask myself when I'm paying cash particularly is whether or not it's worth the upgrade from the various cabins, so from economy to premium and from premium to Club World. So today I will definitely keep that in mind as I'm reviewing the premium economy cabin. And I'll also just note like the different bits that you get as part of the upgrade. Anyway, let's get ourselves ready to head out to the airport. It's about 3.5 hours before the flight right now, but we need to head into the North Terminal and get the airport shuttle across to the South Terminal, because that's where British Airways flies from. I have just checked in. I was actually a little bit worried when I first arrived because there was quite a queue, but they really did fly through it, which is pretty good. I think I was only waiting about 7 minutes before checking in. They had a lot of staff on. Sometimes I do find the business check-in area can actually be quite slow because they maybe only put like 1 or 2 people on because the queue is short. But obviously, you know, if it's a queue of 4 people, 5 people, and there's only 2 people on, and one of those people has like an issue or something, it can still take quite a while. But yeah, that was actually super quick. Now, I am obviously flying premium economy, like I said earlier, but I do have silver status. So hence, I got to use the business check-in, even though my ticket would not have allowed for that otherwise. So I got that with my status. So normally they do actually have a priority check-in for premium economy as well. So it goes in tiers. The top one is first or gold members, which I don't have. The second is Club World, which is like business class, which is actually the top tier you can book on this flight to Orlando, or like silver members. And then next it is the World Traveller Plus, which is the premium economy that I'm talking about. Now, normally, like I say, they have a separate check-in, but I'm only seeing the Euro Traveller and World Traveller, which is very strange. I don't see a separate area. Now, I don't know if that's because they also have a huge bag drop area here as well. So actually the bag drop line would have probably been the shortest over here, but I knew that I had to have my passport checked because it told me that when I checked in. So that's why I thought it was better just to go to a person, because I didn't know if I'd get delayed then trying to do the bag drop check. I don't know if you can do a bag drop check if you have a passport check when you check in. So yeah, I'm not sure, but it is very strange. I would normally expect, especially here at London Gatwick or at Heathrow, for there to be a World Traveller Plus check-in area. And what's strange as well is that they don't list World Traveller Plus on any of the boards along with the World Traveller or Euro Traveller. So I don't know. Like I say, I've never seen that before. I'm pretty sure they used to always have a few of these check-ins locked off for that extra check-in perk. So, if I'd come and I didn't have my silver status, I would probably be a bit disappointed about that, because that is part of what you're paying that premium price for. I'm also hearing them call in a lot of flights in on that World Traveller, Euro Traveller area. So I'm guessing some people have been waiting a while and are maybe on flights that are departing soon, and therefore they're getting priority. So again, if I was stood in that line when I'm supposed to have, a priority check-in experience, I would not be too happy about that. I'm just making my way upstairs now to the departure area. This is where you will find the Block Hotel. I've stayed there before. I got super lucky and got a nice cheap upgrade to the runway suite. That's also on my channel if you want to check that out. But I've also stayed in the VIP room there too. And I really enjoyed both of my stays there. I obviously stayed in the Premier Inn last night and I actually really rate it. One of the main reasons that Rachel and I don't book there when we go together is because they don't have twin rooms, or they don't guarantee twin rooms. I feel like there's something strange about the rooms that has always put me off. For me, just traveling by myself, that room was perfect, and you know, it's a good price as well. I will probably go back and try the Hilton out again because I haven't stayed there in a long time, but really have noticed that the prices at Gatwick hotels have really been creeping up. Okay, so with premium economy, you do not get any sort of fast track through security. You can purchase it, you know, you can pay for it. I think it's £7, but you don't get that included in your ticket. That was actually a pretty smooth security experience. It was like relatively busy, but they had a lot of people on. I got through the premium security, gosh, in like probably 5 minutes. We had a slight delay because they didn't have trays like flowing out super quick. But the regular security line also didn't look that bad. I'd say like max 10-15 minutes. So yeah, that was pretty good. And now I'm just heading into duty free. So of course I'm gonna have a little browse, maybe treat myself. I never really know if the duty free prices are a great deal or not. I feel like our high street prices, especially right now, like it is January sales time. You can tend to find a lot of things on sale, either the same price or cheaper, but they do have like some random really good discounts, like when they have the 40% off fragrances and stuff. I'm just looking at MAC right now. Gosh, I haven't bought MAC in ages, but I did see my friend Hannah mention, was it Hannah? I was watching somebody that mentioned MAC lipstick that they love, and lip liner, and that made me want to maybe re-explore it. I actually just don't wear lipstick very often. I'm gonna just breeze through the makeup section. I don't think I want any makeup. I tend to be more drawn to the skincare. I don't actually wear a lot of makeup, to be fair. I decided not to bother today. Sometimes I will when I'm flying, and then I'll bring everything I need to take my makeup off on the plane and then put on some skincare. But I hate the feeling of having makeup on a plane because I just get really dry. I feel like my face is like flaking off or something. Ooh. Okay, I've made it to perfumes. Now I'm interested. The Tom Ford perfumes look really stunning, but I have actually never owned Tom Ford perfume, I don't think. Interesting. Got Armani. We also have Jo Malone here. I do like Jo Malone. I've had a couple of different fragrances. I've had the Blackberry and Bay. I really liked that one. That's this one here, Blackberry and Bay. Lime Basil and Mandarin is pretty iconic. I do like that smell. And there's another one I've had. Oh, I think it was Poppy and Barley, and I also like that one. I do have to say though, like as much as I love their fragrances, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't find like they last super long on me. I don't feel like I can like continuously smell them throughout the day and stuff. And it's rare that I ever really got like compliments on my perfume. Another one that I like is the La Vie est Belle. Oh, it's here. I think it's like completely empty. It's probably a popular one. I know my other half raves about Bulgari. I don't see them. He likes I think it's Wood Essence. And then I also, someone that I follow on YouTube recommended the Mojave Ghost. Is that also Bulgari? I'm actually not seeing anyone out offering alcohol this morning. And it's not because it's super early, because I've definitely seen them do that super early before. And it is also New Year's Eve today. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but today is New Year's Eve. I'm traveling on the 31st of December. Okay, so this is where I tend to do a bit of damage. I love Drunk Elephant. Let's see. I actually could do with another one of these. They're like a hydration serum. But again, I feel like maybe I would have been better just placing an order in the sales, the January sales. I'll have a little look now actually and check. So as expected, I did actually spend some money in Drunk Elephant, and I actually got talking to the exact same person that I was speaking to at their stand the last 2 times that I've flown. His name is Isa. He is so friendly and nice. So if you're ever at the Drunk Elephant stand, look out for him. He is always really happy to like chat about skincare. I love the Drunk Elephant brand, but I also just love skincare in general, and we always end up having a really good chat. So I actually ended up getting that serum that I was showing you, but in a set, so I'll show you that in a bit. But I've just stumbled across Bulgari. So this is the brand I was talking about, and this is actually the one that my other half really likes, the Wood Essence. Now if I try one, I will stick it on one of these little strips. I did get some messages last time I was trying on perfume asking me not to do so on a flight, because I guess some people get migraines or are just really sensitive to scents. So yeah, just something to bear in mind. You can use the little sticks instead if you do want to test out a scent. These seem quite floral, these ones. Rain Essence sounds nice. I do think it is probably a male fragrance. But you know what, I quite like a lot of the more like masculine scents. Yeah, so I'm going to give that one a go. Like it definitely is a little bit masculine, but it's not. Oh, it's just really fresh. Yeah, I like that one. That scent actually really reminds me of a Calvin Klein perfume I used to get years and years ago, like CK1 or something like that, which I feel like was a unisex scent too. But yeah, I checked the prices, and the one that my other half likes, the Wood Essence, that was actually cheaper online, looked fantastic, had a much better offer. But the Rain Essence was slightly cheaper here, but again, because there were sales online, it was only by about 5% or so. And oh yeah, I meant to say, so I did search the price of the Drunk Elephant serum, and the cheapest I could see it online was like 40, I think 46 or something. So it was still, you know, like almost a £10 save in here, which was pretty good. But then, like I say, I got a set, so I'll show you that, because that also had an extra discount because it came with another product. And then the lovely guy that I was talking to gave me an extra £5 off too, because they had a promotional offer. Definitely worth doing your Google searches while you're in here. I've done that before, where like I've come through, done a Google search, and then I've just ordered what I want online, and it's waiting for me then when I get back. But there is just something nice about purchasing something in the airport, isn't there? And then kind of having it for your holiday. I don't know, I always feel like shopping in the airport doesn't come out of the same budget, right? It comes out of the holiday budget. Just going by the sunglasses. So another thing to check for is offers that you might have with your credit card or bank, because I got, I think, like £20 off last time I was here with my Amex. But as per usual, the airport is buzzing here. I always find Gatwick is just busy. There's never a quiet time, it's just always busy. But I will have a little wander around. I'm trying to think if there's any other shops I would like to go into. Maybe we'll pop upstairs and see what they have. They do have like a Harrods back here. I don't think, there's probably nothing from there that I would get. Oh, Reese have a massive sale over there. It's really cool that like the stores also have their big sales like at the airport stores too. And then you will, you know, save extra if they're giving you, you know, the extra off for the VAT. Like an extra 20%, so you can get some really good deals. I remember seeing like Ted Baker having their sale here in the airport and then getting an extra 20% off what the sale prices were online. So that was really good. It is definitely a lot of sort of higher end shops though, so you know you're going to be dropping a decent amount if you do decide to shop. The Caviar House is quite quiet. I feel like this is normally busy when I go by, but it is quite early. I don't know, maybe it's a bit early for champagne and caviar. But what else have we got? World of Whiskies. And then, okay, we've got Fat Face over here. They also have their sale. I've got a few jumpers from there that are good. They actually last really well. They also have Joe and the Juice right here. And I got so many comments last time that we went through Gatwick and went to Joe and the Juice. People were like, did you not get food in the lounge? But we just really like Joe and the Juice. So even though there is food in the lounge, I may actually pick up a Joe and the Juice on the way to the flight. Because I just love their sandwiches. They're so fresh, like, and really tasty, you know, and that's just my favorite combination, when something just tastes really fresh but it's also tasty. It's like kind of on the healthier side. You just kind of feel good eating it, if that makes sense, especially before a flight. I actually tend to like steer away from a big heavy like full English type breakfast, because my stomach just does not appreciate it when I'm traveling. You can see Ted Baker has their sale on. But yeah, I might have a quick scoot into the Fat Face. It's been actually a long time since I've been in any Fat Face store. I used to shop here quite a lot. Oh, that jacket looks really nice and cozy. But yeah, it's definitely been their jumpers that I've normally gone for. They're just really well made, I think. Oh, it's so soft. £29.75, that's good. What is that down from? So it was £56, and it was probably actually more expensive outside of the airport. 26 is good for one of their jumpers. But I definitely don't want to be buying a jumper that I have to take with me to Florida and take a precious suitcase space. So, oh, 21, that's really good. That's a nice one as well with the snowflake. Oh my gosh, no, Karen. That is really good though, 21 down from 52. Let's scoot out. I don't know if I should get Joe and the Juice now and then head up to the lounge and chill, or maybe come back in a bit. But what I usually do is order on my phone. I do find, like, particularly with their sandwiches, that it can take quite a while. So I definitely recommend downloading the app. And if you haven't used the app before, you also get like a free something. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's like a sandwich or something, or just a free item. So yeah, definitely download the app because you will save yourself a lot of time. I always order it and then maybe go pick it up in like 10 minutes. And it's usually ready or like just about ready. But it does get really, really busy in there. There was one time where Rachel and I were getting the connecting flight from Dublin, and we were like racing through the airport because our flight was super delayed. And Rachel actually had a bad knee, so I ordered on the phone app, went ahead of Rachel while she was like, you know, going as fast as she could, and picked up our sandwiches, and we made it onto the flight with our sandwiches, and we were absolutely delighted. Now, they did actually hold the flight for us because I think the Dublin to London flight is a really popular connection for the Orlando flights. So yeah, they did actually hold it because I'm guessing there was a lot of people doing that connection. I think we were one of the first to actually make it to the flight. Okay, so let's have a look upstairs and see what is about. I don't tend to try a lot of the food places here because like I tend to have a lounge booked or something. And again, like I said, I don't like to eat super heavy before I travel, but yeah, let's see what they've got. So we've got Nando's. They are offering breakfast rolls. £13 seems quite steep for a breakfast, but I don't know, maybe that's like quite typical for the airport. Oh, and then they've got their regular menu. I wonder if they're, oh yeah, marinated. Oh no, I thought that was saying 24-hour chicken. No, it's marinated for 24 hours. So yeah, I don't know if you, I assume if they're advertising the menu, you can also order off the regular menu right now. Oh, the peri peri fries, they're my favorite thing. And like I've tried to do them at home with the salt, it's just not the same. Only £13. All right, let's move on. So then there is this Vagabond. It looks pretty cool. I don't think I've ever eaten here, but let's see if we can find the menu. Interested to know if you guys have any like pre-flight meals that you like. Like I say, my stomach is just a little bit, I mean, it's not great in general, but when I'm flying, I am extra careful. Okay, so until 11 a.m. they have, ooh, they've got mimosas. Chorizo hash, right? That would be right up my street. Turkish eggs, smoked salmon and eggs. Oh, see, now like I want this. Oh, and pancakes. Okay, I would choose here over Nando's. I think the menu is a bit better. The prices are a little bit better too. Do they have like a full English? Oh, maybe not. Okay, their full English is $14.50, but it does look like it has a lot more than the Nando's one. I don't know. Let me know if you've tried the breakfasts here, if they're any good. Ooh, and there's a few more over here. So this is more like a cafe restaurant, like your typical airport cafe. Ooh, they've got a nice view out on the runway back there. That's pretty cool. Let's have a quick spy on the menu. Oh, they've got kids breakfast. Where is the regular? Oh, all day breakfast. Ooh. Okay, so similar prices, $13.25. Vegan breakfast is $10. Avocado smash. So again, they have a decent selection. Yeah, I think my choice would have been Vagabond, which makes sense. It is probably the busier one. I don't know, actually. The cafe is quite busy. I think that viewing area there by the runway is super popular. Anyway, let's have a browse. Do I get a Starbucks? I might do. What time are we at? So it is now about 2 hours before my flight and about an hour before boarding, because they do board an hour before departure, like super early for those international flights. I think that's why I always feel like I never have much time in the airport, because even if you come that like 3 hours before your flight, you only have 2 hours, which isn't that long. Whereas, you know, if you're doing a shorter flight, they tend to only board you like half an hour before, if you're lucky, if you're on time. But yeah, I do find like you are boarding super early for these long haul flights, which, you know, I actually don't mind. It's nice to just get there and get on the plane and stuff. But yeah, I guess, you know, thinking about the premium economy ticket right now, I don't have any sort of premium experience, you know. I would have to still come pay for breakfast and all of that. And I do think it's a shame, like if you're paying for premium economy and you are going long haul to, you know, Florida, I really wish they would include the lounge. I do think it's, you know, it's not great because it is a premium ticket. You are paying extra for it. although I wouldn't pay the extra that they charge sometimes. Like some people are paying a good £400 or £500 extra for that premium ticket, and you know, to not get any real premium experience before the flight. You know, we had no premium check-in, no fast track through security, which is standard, no lounge, which is standard. It's not feeling very premium, is it? There's another like cafe bar type place here. They've got a full English. It's the most expensive so far though, $15.75. It does sound nice. It's got sourdough toast. It is probably the quietest one I've seen so far. Maybe that's because of the price, but also I feel like people go to the other side. And then of course there is Wetherspoons, and I love a Wetherspoons. It's just reliable, you know what you're getting. It is the busiest place in here. Probably, you know, the prices reflect that. It's probably going to be the cheapest as well. We've got our Starbucks here and Wagamama. So I don't know if Wagamama do breakfast. I don't think so. I think it's just going to be their regular menu. Here is the Wetherspoons menu, and I was actually wrong. The large breakfast is $13.75, so it's pretty on par. They do have a small breakfast though that's $9.25. But yeah, prices are actually quite on par with the rest of the offerings here. That's interesting because I definitely would have expected Wetherspoons to be a chunk cheaper than the rest, but apparently not. Okay, and then we've also got Pret and Itsu. I really like Itsu for lunch and stuff. They actually do breakfast too. Ooh, let's go have a look. I really like their like big rice pots. It's a good sort of hearty, healthy meal. And again, just something that's a bit lighter on my stomach, like not super greasy and stuff ahead of flying. And they've got a breakfast bao, a miso egg bao, a bacon and miso egg bao. They sound quite nice. You know, they're obviously going to be small, nothing like the full English that you're getting elsewhere, but actually, again, this would be right up my street. And they do porridge down there as well. Now, Pret also have a very famous porridge, just their Pret, I think it's their proper porridge it's called. But I actually really rate Pret's food. And see, they've got a little hot counter over here. But yeah, their porridge is actually surprisingly nice. The Pret's proper porridge for $3.90. And then they also do little rolls and stuff as well. I really like their coconut lattes. That tends to be the drink I get if I want a hot coffee in the airport. So I am now going to head up to the BA Lounge and chill up there for a little bit and just check out what they have on offer as well. There are other lounges here that you can pay for. There's no option to pay for the British Airways Lounge. You either have to have the right tier membership, like loyalty scheme, the silver thing, or you have to be flying in the right cabin, so it'll be business and above, so business and first. And first though actually do have a separate lounge, which you can only go to if you are flying first or you have a gold tier membership, which I'm probably never gonna have unless, I don't know, my finances change dramatically. I was gonna say dramatically or drastically. Unless my finances change dramatically. I'm gonna pop up on the lift now to the lounges. It's super quiet back here. Be interesting to see how busy the lounge is. I feel like it is busy around this time of day. It is just after 9 o'clock. So yeah, I think it's probably gonna be quite busy. But I imagine nowhere near as busy as the rest of the terminal is right now. I'm also hoping it might be a bit cooler up there. Why are airports always so hot? I literally say this every time I travel, but it's so unnecessary. Like, we're all moving about, some of us are stressing, you know, and it's just always roasting, and the extra heat does not help with how any of us are experiencing our travel day. And I know a lot of people agree with me when I say that like the airports are always too hot, but I know I'm a hot person as well, so sometimes I wonder if it's just me, but I know a few of you have said the same. It's just roasting. It's roasting. Just coming into entering the lounge now. Oh, they've got a cute little Christmas tree still up. Oh, so actually the lounge does not look that busy at all. And I was just speaking to the BA agent there that was checking my boarding pass, and she said, yeah, it's not super busy right now, just how we like it. So I'll take that. I'm happy with that. I always find this area right at the start is the quietest, like if you do want to be away from like the hustle and bustle and stuff. I might actually go back and sit out in that first area just because it's easier if I am trying to vlog and stuff, that, you know, I'm not disturbing anybody else. But this is the quietest I have seen it here in a very long time. Let's go though and see what food they have on offer. I think there is an upstairs section as well. I've actually never been up there. I think sometimes they have it roped off. Oh, yeah, they don't have it roped off right now. Ooh, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll head upstairs and get a quiet seat, hopefully. But first, let's see what is on offer. Oh, so we have all of the alcohol. They have such a good range here. I feel like no matter what you like, you'll find something that you like. And they've got soft drinks and stuff down here as well. A decent selection, all the Cokes anyway. And we've got like, oh yeah, we've got Fanta. There's no like 7-Up or anything. Oh, there's a Sprite down there. But yeah, they've got a good selection. They've got bar snacks here as well. They've got ice, crisps, some additional, are these ports or wine? Oh, it's just wine. Yeah, some red wines. Oh, I guess like the red wines are here and the white wines are in the little fridge thing. So let's just spin around to the cold area. So we've got some glasses, what looks like some pink Prosecco. Yeah, pink Prosecco, some regular Prosecco, and we've got some white wines. My traditional pre-travel drink, which is a Bailey's, some more white wines. And then they've got a selection of fresh juice as well. All right, now onto the food. Ooh, so we've got some cereals here in the different pots. And then you've got your milk to kind of top it up after. And then we've got some fresh fruit and yogurt. Ooh, and then we've got some pastries. Pastries look really decent. And then I think this is porridge. Yeah, we've got porridge down there. And then there's like little bits you can top your porridge off with as well on the left-hand side. The hot food section, we have toast, muffins, bacon, sausage. There's beans, mushrooms, tomatoes, and hash browns. So I am just chilling in the lounge now with my pre-flight Baileys. I have to say, since I've mentioned Joe and the Juice, it's all I can think about. I don't know if I fancy any of the food in the lounge. Like, it does have the English breakfast stuff, but I don't know. I'm just not in the mood for it. I think I want a Joe and the Juice sandwich. So I might pop down and get one of those then shortly, and then it will be almost time to go to the gate already because they are announcing the gate at 10:15. The flight's at 11:25, so it's like an hour and 10 minutes before the flight, with the intention, I guess, that they board at 10:25. That's what it says on the boarding pass. So we'll see if that all goes to plan. But one thing to note if you are coming into the BA lounge is that the Wi-Fi is shocking. Which is really disappointing, I think, for a business lounge. I think they might have a different Wi-Fi over in the first lounge, but yeah, it's really bad. I can't download anything, I can't watch anything on it, and it's always been that way, like from what I can remember the last at least like year and a half that I've been able to use the lounge. It's always been that way. Now, the Gatwick Wi-Fi, the free Wi-Fi just for everybody in the airport, is actually very good. And even if it's not, you can, like if it's maybe overloaded, you can also pay £5 for a premium Wi-Fi for a set period of time. Now, I didn't pay, I just used the general Gatwick Wi-Fi, and it is so much faster. It's downloading things super quick. The only thing is there are parts of the lounge here where you'll be out of range for the Gatwick Wi-Fi. So definitely something to know when you're picking your seat. I'm actually sat by the window looking down on departures, and I've got really good signal. I've been here before where I have only barely been able to get onto the Gatwick Wi-Fi, and yeah, then obviously I've struggled with the speed and everything, but I've downloaded loads of stuff just now onto my iPad for the plane. I had some stuff downloaded from back in the room, but it's honestly just whizzing by there on the iPad and downloading loads, so I've just downloaded some extra bits as well. Here is my view from my seat down to the terminal. It's actually not super busy. Like, I've definitely seen Gatwick a lot busier than this. I also meant to show you the little set that I got. This is apparently like a travel exclusive, so I think you can only get it in airports, but it has the hydration serum that I wanted, a full size 50 ml, and then it also has their proteiny face cream. So I think I saved, like by bundling the two together, maybe about £10, and then the guy also gave me like £5 off, so it just made sense to get both, even though I actually probably don't need another face cream right now. But he said it lasts like 12 months unopened, so I'm sure I'll use it within that time, no bother. He also then actually gave me a couple of samples, which is exciting because then I have a few bits I can use on the plane. So he gave me the night serum, which I actually have and love. I think this is really good. I have quite sensitive skin, so that's quite good for my sensitive skin in terms of like an exfoliant. And then I also got a mini of the full-size protein cream, because he was saying, well, now you can just open this one on the plane and use it if you want to without having to open the full size, so that's also super handy. I'm just heading out now of the lounge. It's actually still pretty quiet, so seems like New Year's Eve on a Sunday is a good time. I guess Sunday maybe is a quieter day in general. I usually travel on a Friday or Saturday when I'm going to Florida, so maybe that's what made the difference. I have put in my pre-order for my Joe and the Juice sandwich, and I think I'm just going to pop in then to like a WH Smith or something and just get a drink or two for the flight. I stupidly forgot my top tip for flying, which is to bring like a liquid IV, which is what I use, or like any sort of electrolyte hydration thing. Okay, which level am I going to? 3. Yeah, like I just normally have like a little sachet of the electrolytes to put in water on the flight, and it just makes a big difference because I always feel dehydrated. So I might just try and buy like an electrolyte drink. I'll see if they have something like that. Ooh, this way I think. And I also forgot my reusable water bottle, which I always bring too. So I am failing miserably on the hydration front today. Let me see, there is a Boots here, but I think WH Smith normally has a better selection of drinks. Although I do normally get my water in Boots because they normally have a good offer on the water bottles. Let me see what they've got. Yeah, it's not a great drink selection. Okay, let's go WH Smith first, and then we'll see what we do after that. But yeah, I feel like if I don't stay hydrated on the flight, I'll get a massive headache. I'll just feel awful when I'm getting off. So hydration, like not only drinking water and drinking electrolytes and all of that, but also like hydration for my skin, my face especially, makes me feel so much better when I get off. I just checked the seat map for the flight. My friend actually sent it over to me. We've been texting, and it looks like, well, the flight is really busy, I knew that anyway, but it looks like in premium economy the front row is free, the front row 4. I have somebody beside me, I think. So if that's free, I'll hopefully scoot across, because otherwise it is going to be a little bit awkward. Like I'm not obviously going to vlog as much if I've got somebody sat right beside me. And I love just chit-chatting on the plane. So hopefully I can do that. And also it's just nice not to have someone beside you, isn't it, if you can make that work. So we'll see how the seat situation works out. Okay, we've got a nice selection of drinks. Let's have a look. So I'm thinking like maybe a Powerade or something would be a good shout, because that's got like the electrolytes in it, and it is 3 for £6. So I could get a Powerade and maybe just 2 waters. Are they also in the offer? Oh no, these are 3 for 2. Oh, well well, I don't need 6 drinks. Okay, maybe I just can't avail of the offers. Got my drinks, now just stopping off for my Joe and the Juice, and my gate has been announced now as well, so then I will head straight to the gate. I am one of those people that likes to just get to the gate and chill. Just had to pop over to the screens to check the gate, but we are gate 17. And let me show you, I actually upgraded my luggage recently. I've got the Bays cabin case and also their backpack, but my favorite feature is that little clip on the front that is now holding my Joe and the Juice. I am definitely the kind of person though that gets like obsessed with a brand if I really like their stuff, and then I just want to buy everything. Like I was talking to the guy at the Drunk Elephant stand, and he was talking about different things. I was like, yeah, have that. I definitely have like a preference. Like once I find a brand that I really like, I tend to really stick with it. I mean, I guess maybe Disney's one of those brands too, as soon as I'm heading back off to theme parks again. So if you're flying to Orlando from Gatwick, you'll normally be down in these gates, taking the nice long walkway. And it is kind of handy because what they do then is they check you in, and then you just get to chill in the seating area. But sometimes there's quite a big queue to actually just get in initially, it can be a little bit chaotic. Now again, let's keep an eye out for the premium benefits. So British Airways boards based on group numbers, and those group numbers are usually a combination of your cabin and your tier status. So my tier status gets me a higher boarding group number than I would ordinarily have if I was just flying premium economy. As you've probably noticed, like from a lot of the stuff that I've been talking about, British Airways does really encourage you to get higher up on the tiers. That's really how you get a lot of the benefits that they offer. I feel like just flying in the more premium cabins, they don't really reward that as much as they reward the loyalty of people that have, you know, got the different levels of membership. One thing that really frustrated me when I was booking tickets for my parents, and there was one trip where I treated us all to an upgrade to business, and I couldn't book their seats unless I paid for them. And I was like, I'm paying for a business class seat and you want me to pay like 80 quid or something? I feel like it was very expensive just to sit together. And it ended up actually that they didn't, like, I didn't pay that because I just wouldn't out of principle. It made me so angry. But yeah, it just ended up that like they weren't sat together, which was really frustrating, like for that sort of a premium experience. And it's the same like with premium economy as well. Gosh, it's very loud here. I've made it to gate 17. There is no queue just yet. So that's again one of the reasons why I like to come early. But yeah, so it looks like we're actually separated by boarding groups. So 4 to 9 is general boarding and 1 to 3 is priority. That was super quick. I can definitely see that the queue is getting bigger behind me, but having the priority maybe saved me like 2 minutes. But that will probably increase as the queues get bigger. One thing that is a little bit frustrating though is that the priority divide just happens right inside the door there. And what actually happens is that the queue ends up all the way outside. And so it just doesn't get split. I don't know why they don't have like maybe like a cordoned off split on the outside of the door, because I've definitely been in situations where like I've had to queue a lot of time outside the door just to make it to the split between the priority and regular queue. So that kind of takes away a bit of the, you know, priority benefit, I guess. But you will generally be, you know, a good 5 to 10 minutes quicker if there is a long queue like that. There's our plane ready to go. Oh, it's raining. I actually got so lucky. I missed the rain quite a few times. Oh my gosh, it's lashing. There's nothing better than flying out of London when the weather is horrific to sunny Florida. We are getting on board. I'm so excited.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Today, madam?
I'm just in the seat just here in premium economy.
Lovely.
Cheers, thank you. All right, here is my seat. So I am in the bulkhead seat in premium economy, and I'm actually on the aisle seat. I like to get the bulkhead when it is just me traveling, because if I do have somebody beside me, at least there is an extra bit of space. But I would say in premium economy, the regular seats do have a decent amount of leg room, and they are actually bigger seats because they don't have this like hard divider that we have here. And then also they have the footrest on the seat in front. So let's have a look at what is included with the premium economy seat. I've got a nice pack of headphones here. I think these are a little bit more premium than what you get back in economy. They look super comfy with a nice squishy ear on them. And then there is an amenity kit in here, which I will open up and show you a bit later. We've also got a cute little pillow, as well as a nice comfort blanket. Now these two are actually really nice and I do appreciate them. Not right now because it's super hot in the cabin, but usually in mid-flight it tends to get like super cool, so it's definitely nice to get cozy with a little blanket and pillow. I'm sat in the seat and chilling. There's currently nobody beside me, but we'll wait and see. I think it's the 4 that's just beside me to the right here that is empty according to the seat plan, but you just never know. And obviously you're taking a bit of a risk as well getting these bulkhead seats, because that's also where the like pull down is for the baby, what do you call them, like cradles, there's a better term for them. Like little cribs that drop down from the front. So yeah, I mean, I guess they tend to like block off seats. I know this seat is the one that's sort of linked to the little crib, so you can't actually book this seat until like maybe the day of check-in or something. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if somebody is sat beside me or not. We'll definitely find out soon. But I'm just getting my little portable fan. I have this with me for every single trip because, like I said, the airport is always roasting, and actually the plane is always roasting as well when you first get on. So I'm going to take this out. But if you did watch my last travel vlog, you will have seen that I got my hair caught in this and almost lost a good few strands, but managed to untangle most of it before I had to pull a little bit out. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more careful this time. This is that fold down crib thing. Now, if there isn't a baby, like if, for example, Rachel and I were sat in this seat, we could actually fold this down and use it as an extra table. But do be careful, it's not a sturdy table, as we found out once. It is something that, like, I guess is made specifically for the crib. So yeah, it does fold back up quite easily. So do be careful if you do use it for that. So I've clearly got a lot of like leg room here. I can barely sort of touch the end. And then I've got these two little pockets. Now this is an emergency exit row technically, even though I don't think there actually is a door, but that means I have to put all of my bags up in the overhead. They just came around with the pre-flight drink. Now this is something that I think is really nice about premium economy. There was a stretch of time where they weren't doing the pre-flight drink in premium economy, like I think post pandemic, etc. But it has come back, which I'm really happy about, because I remember the very first time I flew premium economy, having the little glass of champagne before we took off definitely made it feel like really special. I remember just sitting with my champagne thinking, okay, yeah, this is nice. I like this. So the choice I went for obviously was champagne, but they did also offer water and orange juice. It's a nice little touch, you know. It's just a little something to start your trip off with. I'm actually super comfortable in this seat, even though it is slightly more confined with those like solid edges. You know, I'm not like a small girl. I fit in here very comfortably. I'm in the window seat. It is empty. The flight attendant came around just to remove the stuff that was left on the seat, and so I just asked if it was free, and she said yes. And I just asked if I could scoot over into it, and she also said yes. So yeah, it looks like I am in a row by myself, which is so nice. But yeah, I've now got also a window seat, which is really nice because now I can have like a proper look out the window while we are taking off. I think boarding is complete. I'm not sure, they haven't closed off the bridge and stuff yet, but I'm just chilling and enjoying my champagne. But yeah, definitely something to consider. I feel like it's such a toss up with this bulkhead seat as to whether or not, you know, it's going to be worth it, obviously, because you miss out on the extra bits of like the footrest and stuff, which I think is so helpful when you're trying to sleep. So if I'm traveling with my sister, I will book us into the row of two, not in the bulkheads, because I just don't think the extra space is worth the couple of little conveniences you lose out on. And also it's a little bit more private as well, being in a row that has a seat in front of it. But you know, it's definitely a preference thing. Some people value that extra bit of legroom over everything else. But also I was in a situation once where what happened was I was in the aisle seat like I was just now, and they did put a lady with a baby on the inside of me, because this is the seat that's assigned to the crib, and then her partner was on the other side of the aisle with the other crib, and so obviously they were going to be stuck going like back and forth between each other with me in the middle. So I first of all offered to like take the window seat so they could sit opposite each other on the aisles. Then a seat was also available at the back of the cabin, and I just said, look, I'll leave you guys to it, like, hope you have a nice flight. And I moved to the back of the cabin, which made their lives a lot easier. They came over and like thanked me and everything, which of course, like, I didn't mind at all. And I ended up actually having like the back row to myself, like in the middle, so it was grand. Just look at how miserable it is outside. Oh, it brings me so much joy. They've just come around with the pre-meal snack and drink. I love these little pretzels that they hand out, and I just went for a Coke Zero, but you could also obviously get alcohol or juices and stuff like that. They also gave us our menus for the day as well. Now, I guess because it is still the festive period, we have a bit of a festive menu going on, and the main course is traditional Christmas dinner: roast turkey breast, sage and onion stuffing, honey roasted parsnips, thyme roasted carrots, potatoes, Brussels sprouts and turkey jus, which actually does sound really good, but I just don't know if I can do another turkey dinner. I feel like it's always the same way coming out the back of the festive period. I am just, I'm over having a lot of the Christmas food, even though I do really enjoy it. And so I am tempted. I don't know, like, I do find the pasta doesn't tend to be great. The pasta is also a starter. There's a spinach and tomato orzo pasta to start. Spinach and ricotta ravioli. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I haven't had great experience with the pasta. So I don't know. Do I just get the Christmas dinner? The other one is a baked herb cod, which sounds nice, with sauteed potatoes and onions, pearl barley and tomato risotto. So I don't know. I'm a bit undecided. Then we have cheese and dessert. So we can either get cheddar with biscuits or a mince pie. And then we do have a light snack then before London, but they don't have that actually on the menu. So that'll be a nice little surprise when we get closer to our destination. Interestingly then as well, our flight is actually over 9 hours today. It is like 9 hours and 7 minutes. And the pilot said that we weren't taking, I guess, the standard route of, you know, taking off from London and going straight out over, I guess, the bottom of the UK and across out into the Atlantic. And possibly over the very bottom of Ireland. He said instead we are taking off and going eastbound, upwards then. So we kind of went over like East London, up to like the Midlands, across Manchester, across kind of like Dublin and up like to Belfast, Donegal, and then out into the Atlantic. So I think that's why maybe the flight time is a little bit longer. I feel like it's usually 8.5. At a maximum, or like 8:45 or something, but 9 hours 7 is definitely the longest I've had in a good while. On the back of the menu then is the bar menu. So there's a couple of cocktails, a gin fizz and a Bloody Mary. I cannot stand a Bloody Mary. I don't know how people drink it, especially as like hair of the dog, you know, as the first drink after a night out. It's the last thing I can imagine stomaching, but I know people love it. So I do like a gin fizz though, and actually the mocktail sounds nice too. And then we've got spirits and liqueurs. We've got Tanqueray gin, Aviation gin, Gordon's gin, Smirnoff red vodka, Bailey's Irish cream, my go-to, and Johnny Walker red label Scottish whiskey. And then it does just say then a selection of red and white wines, so you probably need to ask to see what they have available, and a selection of lagers and ales. And they usually do advertise that they have their special Brewdog beer, like the British Airways one. I assume that's available in premium economy, but it does just say a selection here. And they've got Twinings, tea, some coffee, and additional cold beverages then as well. They have just come around with the meal service, so let me show you what I got. So this is how it arrives on the tray. I went with the baked cod, as you can see there, and I actually get both desserts, so I didn't have to pick. They just gave me the mince pie, and then also over here then I've got the cheddar cheese. And there is the starter of the tomato orzo pasta, and I've got a bread roll, which is nice and warm as well, which is really good. There is some butter under there. I've just put the bread roll on top of the butter just to like soften it up a little bit. And I've got some milk there, which will be for my coffee after the meal. And I got water. I was offered some wine, but I'm not going to have any more alcohol. I just actually got myself a Coke Zero instead. Now for the moment of truth, let's peel back the tin foil. Okay, so that actually looks quite nice. I'm excited about that. So comparing this to what you might get in economy or in Club World, which is business. In economy, you would not get like the proper plates, like the bowls and stuff that I've got here. So I've got like a proper dish that my meal is in. I don't actually know in economy if you get a starter as well. I feel like I know you get everything just on one tray like this. Just in general then, the food options are going to be a little bit nicer, a little bit more premium. And I always have quite good food in premium economy. I actually find the food in economy is usually pretty decent, but it can be a little bit more hit and miss, I would say. But then comparing that to what you would get in Club World, so in business class, they've now gone back to their service where they will bring you out a starter to start with, but it's like a separate course. So you get presented with your starter, and then you get your main course after, and then your dessert. One thing to note though, right? So the way the menu said for this, like cheese and desserts, I like to have dessert and cheese. Like both of those. I want them both. I like to have something sweet and I like to have a bit of cheese. But in the last few times I've been in Club World, you do actually have to choose a dessert option or a cheese option, so you don't actually get cheese and dessert. So I quite like that in premium economy I get to have my sweet dessert and I also get cheese. Now obviously I don't get a choice of desserts. That is something nice about being in business class, that you do get to pick your dessert, but otherwise, like, you know, it is quite comparable in terms of the type of food you get. I normally find in business you will get some sort of premium meat, like it will be, you know, a short rib or a steak, like beef, that kind of thing. Be interested to see actually what was on the menu today, because obviously it was the festive menu that we have here, so I would imagine it actually could be something quite similar to what we're having. I'm gonna go straight in for a taste test. Can let you know what the food is like. Got my little salt and pepper here. I do actually tend to use that like to season the main course. I always find it a little bit bland without it. Okay, I've got all my different cutlery here. We're just gonna go straight in with the fork. I'm gonna try the starter first, so the tomato orzo. I was expecting that to be hot actually, but it's not. It's more of a salad, but it's really nice actually. It's tasty. Okay, let's try a bit of the main course. I'm not sure what is underneath the cod. Don't really know what this is, but we'll give it a go. I might check back on the menu and see if I still have my menu. They might have actually taken the menu away, but I'm not sure. Okay, I've got some cod. I've got some of whatever this is underneath, and then I've got a bit of potato. That is actually quite tasty. It does need the seasoning, so I'm going to go in with the salt. Add a bit to the salad. Gosh, that came out quite quick actually. In the business class, I'm sure you get like a proper little salt and pepper shaker. It's a shame they don't do the same in premium economy, because these things don't really allow you to like be precise about what you're putting in. But I guess you could put it into your hand and then down. But anyway, right, I'm going to give it another try now with some seasoning on there. That is actually really good. I'm very happy with my choice of going with the cod. It's nice and tasty. Like I say, I actually like the sound of the pasta dish, but I've always just found the pasta dishes to be not so great. I don't know what it is. They just never really they don't arrive looking that appetizing. And I definitely find the other dishes in general tend to be a bit nicer. So super happy I went with the cod. I'm going to enjoy my meal now. I'm just watching something on YouTube and chilling. And honestly having a really good flight so far. We're about 4 hours into the flight now. I just went to the bathroom, like brushed my teeth, washed my face, so I'm feeling nice and refreshed. And actually on my way back I noticed they had put the little snack basket out, and I have to say the snacks have improved. I mean, it has been a while since I've been in the premium economy cabin. Well, like 6 months or so, but last time I was in the cabin they definitely didn't have snacks that good, and the snacks are better than the last time I was in Club World as well, so which was only a couple of months ago. So I don't know what has changed, but I appreciate it because their snack game has been lacking. Rachel and I actually started doing snack bags for each other. We would like make up little snack bags, and we'll probably keep doing that because it's actually quite fun. But I don't have a snack bag today because I don't have a travel partner, but I did bring a few snacks because like in all of my more recent trips the snacks have been seriously lacking. I remember kind of like pre-pandemic days they always had a decent snack basket out in premium and in Club World, and then they would have like a selection as well in economy, but definitely like the Club World selection was always very good, and so was premium economy. But now it seems like it's come back, so let me show you what I got. And actually I was talking to one of the lovely air hostesses and she was telling me what to get, what was really good. So I got this little popcorn gingerbread bag. She was also telling me that there's ice cream coming soon, which is very exciting. And I got this little dairy milk, the little bar. I really like this. I love dairy milk anyway, but I think the little bar is really nice. I think it's just, do you know what it is? It's because it's nice thin chocolate. So this thing here then, she was like, you have to have one of these, they're really good. It's just a milk chocolate reindeer, but yeah. Guess that comes recommended from the BA air hostess. I'll give that one a go. So now that I've washed my face, brushed my teeth and all of that, well, I wasn't planning on having snacks. I might save these for a little bit later, but now I will actually do a little bit of skincare. So I've got my Foreo device. It's just like a little LED device. I mean, I don't know how good these things are, but I feel like it does help with absorption. And so I've got this like Make My Day hydrating mask. This is my favorite one to use when I'm traveling because it is super hydrating, and there's loads of stuff in this. Like if I was just to put this on my face, I would like, I'd just be really messy. But if I do it with this and kind of put it on, like I'll put the mask on and then I'll gradually add the extra serum, it all just soaks up, and then my skin feels so good and hydrated and kind of combats the dryness of the airplane. And then once I've done that, I'll top it with even more skincare. I take my travel day skincare super seriously. They just came around with our ice creams. I'm so happy ice creams are back. Time is ticking away on the flight. We have just 2 hours and 43 minutes, as you can see from the screen here. I've actually only just taken out the entertainment system for the first time. I just tend to end up watching like YouTube and stuff, or like other downloaded shows on my phone or my iPad. It actually like comes up from under the seat. There's a little button. I didn't realize the first time I had this that there is a little button. The little button you probably can't see, but it is just down here below the little table here, and if you press that it pops out, because the first time I was in one of these seats I was trying to yank it out and obviously it wasn't coming out because you need to release it. But anyway, let's have a little look and see what movies are available. I've already seen Barbie, otherwise I actually would have watched that. I feel like you sometimes have to like hammer these screens. Here we go, it's open now. Okay, so Barbie, yes, I have seen A Haunting in Venice. And actually, like, I really liked Barbie. I don't know about you guys if you've seen it yet, but I loved it. And actually, I've seen this twice now because we watched it again with my family over Christmas. Then we have A Haunting in Venice. I don't recognize these. American-ish. Who is Afraid? Blue Beetle. The Book Club. Oh, Cocaine Bear. I think I turned that on for a laugh and then ended up turning it off. Oh, Elemental. I haven't actually seen this. That would be a good shout. It's 102 minutes. So I technically have time still to watch a whole movie. I actually haven't seen Elvis as well yet either. Now that's a chunky film. Good for a long flight, you know. But yeah, let me have a look. Haunted Mansion, haven't seen that yet either. Indiana Jones. I'm pretty sure I've seen the latest Indiana Jones. Insidious, oh, I love a scary movie, so this is right up my street. John Wick 4, I think the John Wicks have gone a bit far now, to be honest. Love Again. A lot of these I don't recognize. This is quite old, right? Magic Mike, so maybe these aren't the new releases. I thought I clicked into new releases. Let's just try, I don't know. Is there like a menu that I can, yeah, see, it definitely says new releases. But I think it's just showing me all movies. Oh no, I am. Look, I'm linked on new releases. Is there a new Magic Mike? I mean, I guess there could be. Maybe there is. The Last Dance. I thought there already was The Last Dance. You know? Is this the Encore Dance or something? Maybe I do. Meg 2. Mission Impossible. I've seen that. But there's a really good selection. They have been coming around with drinks maybe every 45 minutes or so. So every time they've come around, I've grabbed a little cup of water, and I just actually got a Coke Zero there as well. But I also had the lovely flight attendant fill up my large bottle of water. They are usually like happy to do that for you as well, which is handy because it's all about hydration on these flights. I know I'm bang on about it, but I swear, since I have been really on it with hydration, I have felt so much better after long haul flights. They have just come around now with the pre-landing meal, or light meal as they call it on the menu. It is a chicken tikka and mango chutney wrap. I've actually had this before and it's really, really good, so I'm excited to tuck into this. I just love that it comes served hot. It's just a really nice thing to have before you land, and then I just went with a coffee to go with. Here are the bits that come in the amenity kit. So we've got a pen, a toothbrush and toothpaste, an eye mask, lip balm, and then some flight socks as well. Just thinking then about how that compares. I know in Club World you get a lot of the same stuff. You do actually get a Colgate toothpaste. I think the eye mask and socks are a little bit nicer, and then you also get a few White Company amenities. So there's like a pulse spot balm thing that I guess helps you relax. And I think there's like a cream, some sort of like hydration cream or hand cream or something, as well as the lip balm. And I actually don't know in economy if you get any sort of amenity kit. I don't think so. We are now descending down into Orlando, and I'm so excited. I actually feel like the flight went super quick. I often find the flight over does feel like it goes quite quick because I'm just so excited to get there, but also I felt really chill on this flight. Now that's probably a combination of having all of this space for activities with the seat beside me being free, having the extra little luxuries that come with premium economy, but also, you know, just having lots of bits and pieces to watch on my phone. And I actually bought the Wi-Fi package as well. It was £17.99 for the Wi-Fi for the full length of the flight. So I was texting back and forth with people and chatting away. It's obviously New Year's Eve, like I said earlier on, so I was sending out some New Year's Eve messages and stuff, and checking out everyone's Instagram posts and things like that. I have made it to Terminal C, but unfortunately not without incurring a lot of drama at security, because for the first time ever I approached the security desk and my passport was not where I thought it was, and I had an absolute panic. In my head I was being deported, like back to the UK on a flight tonight, and I was sweating and everything, and luckily the guy that was helping out, like the security guy, border control man, he was so nice and so patient. He was joking with me and he was like, look, just take a deep breath. You've got your passport. It's in there somewhere. You can find it. And I found it. I have never been so stressed. Anyway, so I have now made it through. I'm not being deported, which I'm delighted about. So, you know, that just makes the rest of this trip a complete bonus now. I have just ordered an Uber. The prices were really fluctuating, but they came down right as I came out, so I ordered it straight away. First one cancelled, typical, but second one is on its way. I think it's only like 4 minutes away now, so I'm gonna go and stand outside so I don't leave them waiting. So just to give you your bearings, I just came out from security on the right-hand side. I'm now gonna make my way straight across to the exit doors, directly facing security, and that's where the pickup points are. And some of the apps, it will ask you for the door number. I think Lyft asks for that, Uber doesn't, so you just gotta keep an eye out and find your driver. I have made it. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but I am staying at a friend's apartment. She's actually back in London right now, so I've got her apartment all to myself, but hence there won't be like a room or hotel tour. But coming up later in the series, I'm going to be staying in Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I've got a 1-bedroom all to myself, and I'm so excited for that. So I'll definitely give you guys a room tour when I check in there. But for now, in my state of absolute travel delirium, I popped out to Publix and just picked up a few essentials. I actually got a salad that I'm gonna have now. I was gonna maybe like go to a fast food place or something, but as I mentioned earlier, sometimes my stomach just doesn't feel that great on travel day, so I feel like maybe a nice healthy salad for today will be good. And then tomorrow, I already know where I want to go for food, because Raising Cane's opened in Orlando recently, and if you haven't had Raising Cane's before, you're in for a treat. I had it for the very first time when I was in LA, I think. It was Laguna Beach that I went to it, and it's unbelievable. The Texas toast is so good. So a couple of them I think are already open, but I know that the one that is near the Vineland outlets is open, so I think that's where I'm gonna go tomorrow for food. I've also got lots of park plans. I'm hopefully going to meet up with a few friends and stuff here as well, but otherwise it is going to be a solo trip of you guys just coming along with me as I do all of the things that I love to do in Florida, and I definitely want to try some new things on this trip as well. I was in the middle of showing you my groceries. I don't know How did we get on this tangent? But I got a salad. I got this like frozen chicken. I just do this in the oven with the salad and it's really nice. And then I got like 2 different cheeses to add to the, like, this isn't a healthy salad, by the way. This is really, really good salad. There is ranch dressing already in the fridge, so I didn't need to get any extra dressing. They never give you enough dressing in those salad bags, so I always like to add a bit more. And then I got for tomorrow some of my favorite bagels, the Thomas Everything bagels, some cream cheese spread, and then some half and half for my coffee. I love half and half. We don't have this at home and I'm already excited for my coffee in the morning. But as you can tell, I am quite exhausted, so I'm going to get myself into my pajamas and I'm going to probably watch some fireworks or something on the TV. I didn't catch the London fireworks live, so I'm sure I'll be able to get it now on a player or something, but I did manage to like FaceTime home. I was talking to my parents and my sister and then also my boyfriend at midnight and stuff, so I celebrated with them. I don't think I'm going to make it to midnight here. I really don't think I am, but I had actually overall quite a good travel day. Obviously had the mad panic there at the immigration desk, but I was so lucky that the guy was so nice and understanding. Because yeah, that was definitely a panic moment for me. Overall, I was really happy with my like in-flight experience. The sockets in my seat didn't work, and I'm pretty sure that's happened to me before in those bulkhead seats in premium economy. So I don't know if that's like an ongoing issue, but neither the socket or the USB slots work, so I couldn't charge anything on the flight. It was all right because I always have a backup. I bring like a portable charger and stuff. Otherwise, like the service was amazing, the food was good, the snacks were good. So I was delighted, and then having the spare seat just really made it extra special. So I would just say, I think for me with premium economy, I just wish they would do a little bit more on the pre-flight premium experience because there just isn't any, and that was definitely what was lacking today. But for the price that I paid for the upgrade, you know, which was only about £170 in the difference, I think it was worth it. Now, do I think it's worth like £400? No, I just personally don't. For me, there's the extra benefit that when I upgrade my seat, I am getting extra tier points, which keeps me up on that silver membership. And like I said, I think BA really rewards the tiers a lot better than it does some of the premium cabins like premium economy, especially when it comes to that like pre-flight experience, from booking your seats, getting fast track security, getting the extra baggage, being able to go to the lounge. All of that for me comes with my silver membership, not with my premium economy seat, and I really value those things quite highly. So yeah, I think it's just something to bear in mind if you are booking like a premium economy seat but you've not got a tier status. You are missing out on a lot of that sort of like pre-flight premium experience. Whereas if you do go up to Club World, that's where you get fast track, the lounge, and the priority boarding as well, and the priority check-in. Like we saw today, for some reason the premium or World Traveller Plus one just didn't exist. But anyway, I'm delirious. I'm so tired, guys. I am going to let you go. I hope you have enjoyed coming along with me today. I've certainly enjoyed having you because it has felt like I've had a bit of company for the day. So thank you so much for watching. Would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel and also give this video a big thumbs up. I know everyone says it, but it actually really does help. And leave me a comment down below. Let me know your must-have when you travel on a plane, because I love hearing this. I just love travel hacks and people's tips and stuff. For me, it's the one thing that I forgot today, which is hydration. So bringing the electrolyte packet and also having a reusable water bottle. 2 things that I didn't do myself today, but would love to know your tips. Anyway, I'll leave it here. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.